Hello, I'm Kika and welcome back. Today we're going to draw and sketch out this illustration of pancakes with our honey dip, some fruit, maybe some berries. Then we'll turn it into this illustration using a whole bunch of colors, but just using one brush in Procreate. Once we finish this, I'll show you a quick trick to turn it into a stack of pancakes. That won't take too long. So let's get started with our sketch. I will be using a screen size canvas. You can use a square size, but the screen size is nice. You get a lot of layers and we have lots of room to play with. Turn that vertically. And I will go into the wrench icon in my canvas to turn on my reference box to import our sketch. Import image. Beautiful. Keep that as a reference there so I stay on track. So let's get sketching. Color, just double tap in the gray area and you'll get perfect gray. You can go a little bit lighter or darker if you'd like. And as for sketching brushes, go into your sketching folder and pick whatever brush you prefer. So I like Procreate pencil. That's the one I will use. And it has some fun texture to it too. It's a little bit greeny. Okay, so let's first map out. When we're starting to sketch, we want to map everything out. Map out. And brainstorm some ideas. So we already know what we will draw, so we don't have to brainstorm, but we do want to map it out. So for example, I will have my honey dip spoon over here. We want one pancake around here, and you're just light strokes. Another pancake there. That's a little bit too big. So grab my selection tool on freehand and the transform tool, and I'll just make that a little bit smaller because you want it about the same size, right? I want it more on this side. And maybe that's a little bit too high because I can't draw out the end of the spoon. So I'm just gonna bring that down a bit. Technically it's not a spoon, it's just called a honey dipper. And I still want a pancake on the bottom and the plate. So let's draw out the plate, just an oval. And then the last pancake will be here. So that's kind of the idea. A blueberry here, strawberry, blueberry, maybe some more blueberries, strawberry. Okay, so I like how it looks, how it's mapped out. Super rough, kind of messy, really messy actually. And this is where we'll start to sketch properly. So I'm gonna bring down the opacity of my map out layer to about 20-30%, whatever you prefer. Some people prefer 50. So I'm just gonna bring it down to 20, because that's what I like. And this layer will be the sketch layer. So same pencil, same color, not changing anything. But now that I have it mapped out, I'll be more careful as to how I draw. So let's start off, I'm gonna start off with a plate and go up. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller. Okay, let's start off with that oval shape for our plate. If you're using paper and pencil, and for your map out stage, you will want to just make little lines super lightly so it's easy to erase or draw over. And same with the sketch layer. If you're using pencil and paper, very light strokes, so it's easy to erase or just to color over. So I'm going to use, for my eraser, the 6B pencil, just because it's a bit bigger in size, to clean up some of my extra lines. I don't want it to be too messy. And at the end, you can just use gray and different pencils within Procreate to add in some shading, or move on to the next step and color it in with me. Okay, so I got my plate. Let's do my pancake. Pancakes are not perfect circles. They're oval, round-like designs. So it's okay if your hand wobbles a bit as you draw. To map it out. Now we want fluffy pancakes. So just on the side here. We want to make sure this and this side do match up, that they're equally fluffy, and connect. And on the sides, we want it not a sharp edge, but a curved edge, because they're light and fluffy. And light and fluffy pancakes are all curved. Okay, we got our first pancake. It's looking good. Let's continue on with our second pancake. Our second pancake, it's like falling. So the one side will be a little bit lower as it's falling down onto the plate. In my mapping out layer, my pancake's way over here. I can leave it here just for illustration purposes, or you can move it right on top. I'm just gonna leave it where it is. So if it was to fall, it'd fall like way over here. So same idea. Pancakes aren't too round, they're kind of ovally. Gonna fix that. Erase a little bit of this. Not the HB, I want the 6B for my eraser. There you go, that's better. Much larger and more precise. So I'm drawing with my Procreate pencil. And within the eraser, for the eraser, I'm using the 6B pencil, not the HB, 6B. It's more thicker, erases quicker. And same idea, we got fluffy pancakes. So just on the edge here, bring down a line and then curve at the bottom. And you want these two lines to be parallel. So I'm just following along. Doesn't have to be 100% perfect. And then whichever edge is the furthest out on this side, I draw that line and then I curve it in. And there's our fluffy pancake. Beautiful, last one. Make sure I'm still in the sketching layer. And same idea as this one, I would like it to curve up. Too curved, let's try that again. I like it. Grab my eraser, just smooth it out a bit. The outermost edge would be about here. So I'm just bringing a straight line down for my fluffy pancake, same as here. And then I want this edge to be curved on the side and parallel to, or as parallel as I can, to the top line. Erase the extra here. Just cleaning it up a bit. Looking great. And the more we sketch it out, we can later turn off our mapping layer. So to our honey dip. Make sure you got your pencil. I'm on the right layer. So I'll start off with a rounded handle. I'm going to turn my page around. And now it's curved on this side. And it is a spoon-like shape, but it has these fun grooves. So let's first make that oval spoon-like shape. Clean up the line so it's not too thick. And now we'll add in those fun grooves that look like so. That's designed to help grab the honey. So to incorporate that, we want to do straight lines. So let's start off here. There's my first one. And on the side, on the edges here is where we'll draw half a circle. And then we'll go back and erase some of this spots where we have our half circles. And my curve here is a little bit small, so I'm just gonna draw it out a tiny bit bigger to match these edges. And then the bottom here, and it curves in. So now grab your eraser and we'll just clean it up by erasing any extra lines. So within each half a circle we have this line we have to erase. And then when you zoom out, you got your honey dipper. Perfect. Next, we need a few more details and then our syrup. So let's draw in our fruit. I'm going to put this on a new layer. Fruit sketch. That way if we need to erase something or add shading, it'll be easier. So let's add in our blueberries. I'm going to draw some big blueberries. And here in the center, our blueberry detail. Blueberries have these triangle-like leaves almost, or skin around the dot where you pluck them off. I'm just placing them in different spots. And these triangle star-like design does not have to be equal. Okay, I like it. And our strawberries. And I'm gonna zoom in and erase a little bit of that, of the leaf detail. Clean it up on the side and just add a few of those seeds that we see on strawberries. Make sure the seeds follow the strawberry, that they're curved. You don't want to have a straight seed because the seeds follow the shape of a strawberry. So for the strawberry, the tops are pretty much flat, but then here, they're always a bit curved. Almost come to a point, but not really. So they're triangular in shape. The leaves on top. Erase the strawberry below. And a few dashes for those seeds. And again, follow the strawberry shape. That looks great. Last step, our syrup or honey. I'm just gonna write honey. So first we want the honey to cover the entire spoon dipper, and then we want it to flow around here, come down the first pancake to the second pancake, and then pool into the third, and then it can be dripping off the plate. Looking at my plate, I realized I forgot to add a second lip here. So our plate looks too flat. So let's just jump down to the first sketch where that plate is drawn and sketched out. And add a second parallel line that disappears as it goes around the corner. And now it shows the thickness of our plate. There you go, that's better. And then we can just clean that up. Much better. Let's go back up to our honey sketch. So first, we need to cover, these were wiggly lines because it is a solid, a thick liquid, right? So it won't be smooth. We can draw it dripping here. And then here, it's actually coming down to the pancake. So you got wiggly lines. Let's make it pool a little bit over here. Oops. Like so. So you think it's gonna go this way, but it come back around. It's coming down this pancake. So it pools in this area. And then it's starting to flow here. And we can even add some honey drips. Like it's about to come down on this side as well. Okay, you can leave it pooling here. You can add more. So it looks like it's coming off of the pancake and onto the plate. Then all you have to do is just clean this up a bit. And there we go. So now that we have our sketch finished, let's turn off that mapping out layer. We can just delete it. You can finish with your sketch here and continue to add shading, finalizing some details by erasing where the honey syrup is coming down. Or you can leave this illustration as is. And in the next video, I'll show you how we can illustrate it. to look something like this. So I'll see you in the next video.